And you're watching Disney Channel.
Disney Channel.
Disney Channel.
Disney Channel.
And you're watching Disney Channel.
Disney Channel.
Disney Channel. Disney Channel.
Disney Channel.
Disney Channel.
Disney Channel.
And you're watching Disney Channel.
From 2001 to 2011, Disney Channel was at its peak. During this 10-year span, Disney released some of the most memorable TV shows and movies, as well as created some of the biggest stars in the industry. And while I can acknowledge that I've gotten older and Disney Channel is definitely not my demographic anymore, something has changed and Disney has not been able to replicate that same success. But what was so special about those 10 years? Is it all nostalgia, or has Disney Channel really gotten worse? In this video essay, that's what I'm going to try and find out.
Want the best of both worlds? Check out Disney Channel's newest original series, Hannah Montana.
When I was younger, the only thing I ever watched was Disney Channel. I remember staying up late on Friday nights to catch the latest episode of Hannah Montana or Wizards of Waverly Place. And learning the dance moves to We're All in This Together is still one of the best things I've ever done. I can't really imagine what my life would have been like without growing up watching Disney Channel. So it's strange to me that kids today don't really watch it.
Everyone join hands. I meant with each other.
My sister is 12 years old, and while I was crying over the end of Hannah Montana at 12,
Her name is Miley Stewart.
my sister has never watched anything on Disney Channel. Instead, she watches families vlog their daily lives or spends hours making videos on TikTok. And I think there's a few reasons why kids like my sister don't watch Disney Channel anymore. But first, a little history.
I never thought this day would come. I'm going to help Kate!
What I consider to be the start of Disney's 10-year peak is the release of Lizzie McGuire in 2001. Now, I was only like 3 when this started, but I grew up watching Hilary Duff and listening to her music. She pretty much set the stage for future Disney stars with Lizzie McGuire and her success in movies like Cadet Kelly and the Lizzie McGuire movie. Because of this success, over the next 10 years, Disney created multiple new hits like That's So Raven, Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place, and The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. They also released 63 original movies during this time, including High School Musical,
I don't believe it.
You know, we
The
call
Cheetah
ourselves
Girls,
the cheetahs because the cheetah is the fastest and the fiercest feline in the jungle.
and of course, Camp Rock.
You're going to Camp Rock!
Out of these successful programs came stars like Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato, Zac Efron, and the Jonas Brothers, who have remained popular long after their days with Disney. Even my sister knows some of these shows and stars, yet she doesn't know a thing about current Disney Channel. So, what happened towards the end of 2011? To start, it seems like current Disney Channel shows aren't able to make the same impact as their predecessors. What made the older shows and movies so popular was the way they depicted these teenagers as real people.
I think why people loved Hannah Montana was because Hannah Montana did feel real.
They struggled with the same issues everyone does, even when they were time travelers or psychics. The characters talked about important subject matters like racism,
And I saw Chloe straight up say I do not hire black people. What? That's discrimination. I don't believe this.
body image,
I think you are both two very beautiful young women.
You really think so?
Absolutely. And you don't need to change the way that you look.
and they emphasized the importance of maintaining friendships and family.
Hugs?
There was always some sort of lesson to be learned,
Oh, I know how much it hurts when your heart gets broken. But time will heal it.
and they were genuinely funny and had great casts of memorable characters.
Are you familiar with the gear shift?
You mean the Prindle?
The what?
The Prindle.
Are you referring to the shift lever that says P-R-N-D-L?
That's a child's movie. I know how to spell Prindle.
It is not something you spell. It is a gear shift. The letters stand for park, reverse, neutral, drive, and loud.
You're making me nervous with all this technical talk.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why don't we just relax? We'll turn on the radio. Would you like am or film?
Compared to the current Disney Channel lineup, however, these same themes just don't exist. While there are some shows that have been praised for having a diverse cast, and even LGBTQ characters, they're very rare or get cancelled after just a few seasons. There have been controversies with shows making jokes about anorexia, leading to the episode being pulled off the air.
I could just eat you guys up. You know, if I ate.
And the characters that are immature and childish are being played by increasingly younger actors, while the kids who are watching Disney Channel are maturing faster thanks to new media, and they're not relating to these shows.
How could a girl as fly as me like a guy as uncool as you?
But it's not just new media that's causing this decline for Disney Channel. Instead of trying to cater their shows to the whole family, Disney now focuses solely on kids by trying to include memes and other culturally relevant aspects that are missing the mark instead of creating more interest.
Did everyone vote for Best New Artist? The Teen Pix Awards are the most important thing we'll vote for in our lives.
The shows heavily focus on the internet, social media, and technology.
My phone! My phone, it's gone too! Oh, I can't feel my fingers! Oh, Shayna, I can't feel my fingers!
The kids in these shows are rude, disrespectful, and they get away with things without getting in trouble.
So get out of here or I'm gonna tell everyone you're wearing a wig.
The shows are also just not funny.
My mom wrote me a letter, and she just won't let up. You're so special this. You're the light of my life that. It's like, okay, you love me unconditionally. Get over it, lady.
Compared to the older shows that are still funny today.
What do you urgently need right now?
Bagpipes. I wasn't listening.
They're making less of an impact on kids, they have less of an importance in their lives, and they haven't had a hit show in years. Disney has also not been able to produce any big stars recently. Some actors like Zendaya, Sabrina Carpenter, and Dove Cameron are more well known, but not nearly as much as the earlier Disney Channel stars. Creating a breakout star like Miley Cyrus included more than just a hit show like Hannah Montana. Disney Channel crafted her into a star by branding her with merchandise and solo music that she released.
Hannah Montana, loving the secret life. Hannah Montana dolls each sold separately.
And Disney did this with Hilary Duff and Selena Gomez as well. This is practically non-existent with current Disney stars. And I think all of this has to do with another problem affecting Disney Channel. In recent years, Disney Channel has faced competition with the massive takeover of YouTube. Now, instead of turning on Disney Channel after school and watching whatever show is on, kids have access to thousands of different videos on YouTube and more options than ever before. You can watch it anywhere and it's free. The videos are very short and don't require long spans of attention. There's no commercials, maybe just some short ads, and there are limitless amounts of videos being churned out every single day. On top of that, the YouTube star has replaced the Disney star. YouTubers like James Charles, Miranda Sings, Jojo Siwa, and Emma Chamberlain are more ingrained in society than anyone currently on Disney Channel. Even Disney realized this when they started casting YouTube stars like Jake Paul, Lily Singh, and Meredith Foster on their show Bizaardvark. Disney Channel stars have a specific image they're expected to uphold, making many of the stars the same and predictable.
I think they create personalities and characters, and then, it just so happens that there are real people that are those characters.
YouTube stars, however, have a vast array of personalities and no restrictions on their behavior, and are able to grow followers and audiences on social media. Stars are also created simply by using apps like Instagram, TikTok, and the no longer existing Vine, because they can market themselves to grow an audience of fans, as seen with Justin Bieber or Shawn Mendes. Disney Channel used to be one of the main places for kids to become stars, but now it's just not been able to compete with this new form of media, and kids are finding and becoming their stars elsewhere. The Disney Channel president Gary Marsh said that one of the major challenges they face is trying to serve the viewership where they're going instead of trying to drive them where we want them to go. Disney Channel used to have a sort of monopoly on kids' television and music. Now there's so many different options for kids, it's harder for them to make the impact that they used to. And Disney Channel isn't the only network facing this problem, as other kids' networks like Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network have seen a decline in cable viewership as well. But Disney's been trying to change all of this, and one way they're doing that is by marketing off of nostalgia. They've been using social media and their new streaming service Disney Plus to catch up on their cable losses. On Disney Channel's YouTube, they're constantly posting episodes and compilations of older shows that are no longer on the air. On Disney Channel itself, they've created sequels of fan-favorite shows like Boy Meets World and That's So Raven, in hopes of gaining viewers who watched and loved the originals. And people are going to Disney Plus for the opportunity to watch shows and movies that aren't on the air anymore, more so than any of their recent releases or current shows. And Disney knows this. They're creating a reboot of Lizzie McGuire solely for Disney Plus, and they already have a High School Musical spin-off called High School Musical, the Musical, the Series. And they're doing this because of the massive audience they know it will bring in. They've even started filming their shows like YouTube videos with constant camera movement and the characters breaking the fourth wall and talking to the camera.
I was shocked, inspired, and triggered as a millennial.
So why is Disney focusing so much time and energy on these older shows instead of trying to make their current and future shows more successful? It's a combination of cable television in general losing viewers and these new forms of media taking over. Netflix has become the new place for families to watch shows and movies. And YouTube is where kids seem to get all their content from.
Go up, Wildcats!
Disney Channel seems to be focusing heavily right now on nostalgia and trying to win back viewers through reboots and sequels.
This is a nightmare.
I wish my sister watched Disney Channel, but I also understand why she doesn't. For this video essay, I showed my sister how to do the dance from We're All in This Together, since she's never seen High School Musical.
What's up? I forgot yet after the stars, it's up and then down.
And later that day, she posted a video of her doing the dance on TikTok. So maybe she'll never have the same connection to Disney Channel as I do, or feel the same way about it. And at least with Disney Plus, there's always a chance that she'll watch these shows and movies that I used to love. But if not, at least I'll always be able to revisit when Disney Channel was great.